Really? I'm not lying. I really can't. Shit. Well, if you can take me with you, could you at least send some kind of rescue party once you're free? I know it's a lot to ask, but you seem like a nice and trustworthy person, and you are kind of my only hope for getting out of here. Hazel remains silent as she looks Sasha over from head to toe, trying to figure out who this person standing before her really is. It's not like you'd be doing it for free. I know I don't look like it, but I have money. A lot of money. I'm not interested in money. Oh, well, maybe I could repay you in some other way then. Sasha adjusts her arms so that they press her breasts together suggestively, okay? Pretty fast. It isn't subtle at all. Hazel barely manages to hold back a laugh. So do I. Still, as terrible as Sasha attempts at flirting is, Hazel can't help but humor a number of dirty thoughts that cross her mind. Sasha is beautiful, and even though they have only just met, Hazel can't completely deny a certain carnal attraction to the woman. Of course. Sasha's long black hair, dark eyes, and smooth, tanned skin are all features that Hazel had subconsciously noted before Sasha tried to put the idea in her head. Okay. Now isn't the time to be thinking about that though. And after a moment, Hazel clears her throat and refocuses. The problem isn't teleporting the two of us. The problem is teleporting in the first place. That's not something I can actually do. What? The look of disappointment on Sasha's face is almost comical, if you can disregard the terrible situation they are in. But that can't be right. I thought all witches could teleport and we also fly around the sky on brooms. Oh, and we are all old and ugly. Sasha looks at Hazel and smirks. Well, that last part is definitely not true. Look at you. Hazel's face flushes a lovely shade of red. She closes her eyes for a moment and coughs in an attempt to regain her composure. All I am getting at is that not everything you hear about us is true. A lot of us, it is stuff people make up to make us sound as villainous as possible. Perhaps some of the most powerful witches can teleport, but I surely can't. Careful, Hazel, you're giving up more information than you realize. It's surprising to see you open up so much to a stranger. Witches should be all about living in secrecy, hidden away from the world that hates them. And yet, you just admitted your kind are not all powerful. Is it because you liked the way Sasha was flirting with you? Damn! I guess I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Sasha sighs, lowering her gaze to the ground in a defeated manner. What's going to happen to us, Hazel? I don't know. The two of them sink into an uncomfortable silence for a moment before Hazel breaks it with a question. What about you? Huh? Well, you know a little more about me now. I think it's fair I get something in exchange. Right now, I only know your name. Good, that's better. For a moment, I was worried that obliviousness was what killed you. He's a funny god. So, why are you here? You obviously aren't a witch like me. Me? Oh, I'm just a simple thief. This is all a terrible mistake. A simple thief? Yeah, in a place like this. Somehow, I doubt that. I'm serious. They've got the wrong person. I'm totally harmless. Throwing me in a prison like this for the minor crimes I committed is just wrong. The guards don't ever listen to me when I try to tell them that, though. Maybe because you're not that good of an actress. Come on, what's the point of lying to me? Just tell me the truth, will you? I'd rather not. Okay, we already checked the romance part, so I guess it's not coming back. And I think in this kind of situation that would be weird to flirt with her. So we are not going to be forceful. We are trying to be friends. I mean, we're trying to link a connection with her. So being forceful is not really the best option. Joking, I don't think so. Let's check the friendly part. Please, Sasha. I trusted you with some things about me. Can't you at least tell me a little bit about yourself? But help me understand. Why did they put a witch like me in this dungeon with someone like you? Yay! We're going to positive, baby! Alright, I'll tell you what you want to know. But you're not going to like it. The truth is, I'm an assassin. You? Yep, that's why I'm imprisoned here. Hazel has trouble believing it. That this slender, cute, and completely harmless-looking young woman could be an assassin. There is a natural lull in the conversation as Hazel wonders if that what Sasha said could really be true. She'd see for herself soon enough. Behind that pretty face, a deadly assassin was indeed hiding. Sasha suddenly lifts her head and turns her attention towards the door. Seconds later, a guard opens it and descends the short flight of stairs into the room. With an obnoxiously sharp whistle, she carries a couple of bowls over to Hazel's and Sasha's cages. Here comes your daily slop, piggies. Not that either of you actually deserve to be fed. Why we waste our time coddling you instead of letting you rot is beyond me. He practically drops the ball on the floor in front of Hazel's cage, causing a good portion of the soup, if it can even be called soup, to slosh over the side. Hazel thinks that if she'd been stuck here longer, the loss of that bit of food would have sunk her morale. This thought is supported by the fact that such a glare darkens as he does the same to her boil. It may have smelled terrible, but any substances one could get in this place was bound to be precious. His job done, the guard turns his back to his prisoners and heads towards the door. Wait! The guard lets out an overly dramatic and annoying sigh as he turns back towards her. What? I can't eat it. What do you mean you can't eat it? You have a mouth. Just eat it. You don't understand. The bar is too big. It won't pass through the cage's metal bars. How stupid do you think I am? The ball is the same size. It's always been. And the gap between the bars didn't suddenly grow smaller. Please, there's been some sort of mixed up. Just look at it for 1 second and you see that I'm telling the truth. Sasha's acting is so convincing this time that it causes Hazel to take another look at her fellow prisoner's bow. It is an act, right? The boy looks exactly the same as her own. The contrast between this act and the one Sasha had tried pulling earlier puts Hazel on edge. If you're pulling my leg, I'll... Oh! Is that a spoon? Is she... Oh my god, it's so great. She's threatening him with a spoon. I would have never guessed this happened. Oh my god, this is so great. And the drawing, oh my god, it's perfect. The contrast, perfect. I mean, it's not every day that you can see this, and it's kind of good. It's kind of good. It's good. It's not kind of. It's good. As soon as the god gets close enough, Sasha's hand whips between the bars at lightning speed and pull him against the cage door. Before he can process what's happened, her arms are tight around his neck, choking the life out of him. He reaches for his sword, but Sasha slips her legs through the bars next and wraps them around his arms and torso. Oh, she's good, forcing him to carry her weight on his back. It restricts his movement and leaves him helpless against her. You what? The guy grabs for air as Sasha reasserts her hold over him. It's only now that Hazel notices that Sasha has a spoon in her right hand. Beat me until I'm a bloody mess again. Pin me down. Make good on all those threats about teaching me my place as a woman. You're the kind of scum that deserves to rot down there. Oh. Once she's sure she has him under her control, Sasha plugs the spoon into the... Oh shit! Sorry. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting it to be this gruesome. Into the spoon, into the guy's eyes. God. Hazel's eyes widen in horror as Sasha pulls the utensil out and stabs him again. Oh god. Over and over in his throat and anywhere else that she can reach without loosening her hold too much. Oh my god. Seeing a man being choked to death is bad enough, but this level of brutality shakes Hazel to her core. This was a real Sasha, a true assassin, true and true. An uncomfortable minute passes before the god gurgles up blood for the last time and then goes quiet forever. Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. Sasha digs around the god's belt until she finds a set of keys and then lets his corpse drop to the ground. She's able to unlock the door to help to her cage from there. Hazel is too distracted to notice. Her eyes are fixed on the blood pooling under the cart. What a mess. I don't like blood. I never have. You don't like it either, do you, Hazel? When you killed someone with your magic, it's a clean job, nothing like this. Despite the blood drenching the god corpse, Sasha has managed to remain surprisingly clean. Hazel isn't sure if she's glad or horrified by that fact by the time she does get around to looking at Sasha. You... holy shit! I would have preferred not showing you that side of me, but... She doesn't finish her sentence. You probably deserved it. That was too much. I mean... he was a lowly scumbag that insulted women. And I'm pretty sure back then, gods were taking their pleasure torturing prisoners. And I hate torture as a person. And I hate, as a woman, I hate men like that. So, he deserved it. Sorry. Don't come for me in the comment section, please. He deserved it, okay? If what you said was true, I can understand why you did it. Those kind of men are the worst. I admit that I didn't like watching him die, but I certainly won't be crying over the fact that he's gone. Yay! We are getting points, baby! Sasha notes quietly. I overheard him talking to one of the other guards once. He actually bragged about forcing himself on some of the other female prisoners. I think the only reason I was spared the same fate is because he didn't want to risk getting in a cage with an assassin. That's disgusting. It is. And now he won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. Sasha's words are low, almost as if she's about to cry. The moment she killed that man, a weight was lifted off her mind. Hazel stares for a moment before she remembers that there is no time to lose. Sasha, quickly, open my cage. We need to run, now! Hazel's words trigger a reaction in Sasha. Quickly and expertly, she uses the key to open Hazel's cage. Then she grabs the guard sword and rotates it in her hand a couple of times, getting a sense of its weight and balance in the process. Hazel can tell the gesture isn't done just for show. Between this and the way Sasha killed the guard, Hazel determined that the assassin is not someone to be messed with, and counts herself lucky that they are currently on the same side. What's the plan? I don't know, like you. I woke up here after I was captured. I don't know anything about this place, layouts, or even where we actually are. Okay, just give me a moment. Silence fills the room as Hazel closes her eyes and tries to concentrate. Her mind tries to grasp at any details that might help them as Sasha looks around nervously. She's itching to say something, but Hazel puts a finger up to silence her instinctively. It's then that Hazel hears it, the sound of waves lapping against stone. She opens her eyes. The sea. Huh? Waves. Don't you hear them? We must be close to the sea. No. I can't hear them. Are you sure? It's not very clear and these walls are thick, but I think so. It was hard to hear any sort of sound coming from the outside. The room they were in was tall and only a minuscule window very high up that let in a sad silver of sunlight. It did little to starve off the room's inherent darkness. Still, Hazel had to believe it was she'd heard. Even if it turned out she was wrong in the end, it was hope. She had to grasp onto it. We're not fitting through that window if that's what you're thinking. Unless, of course, you have some kind of shrinking magic up your sleeve that wouldn't help us get up there, though. While I appreciate that you seem to think I'm all-powerful, I think we are better off trying our luck outside of this room. Sasha sighs. I was afraid you'd say that. We have no way of knowing what's waiting for us on the other side of that door, though. Yeah, well, we can stay here. If someone comes and sees this mess, they will have us both executed immediately. Not immediately. I'll be needing some answers first. Oh! Okay, sorry. That's the girl. That's our knight. Knight in shiny armor, of course. Oh, so this is the sexy outfit. I wonder how the not sexy outfit looks like then. A tall woman partially dressed in heavy armor now stood in the doorway leading into the room, blocking their one proper escape. She looks at the dead man on the floor, but she isn't shocked or surprised. There is something cold about her, something terrifying. Oh! I mean, it's not that sexy. I mean, it's sexy, of course, if you can go to that, have that point of view. But I was expecting something like in the Japanese animation or games, you know, where they have really short outfits. But it's still fine. Still fine. We keep it. Yeah. Hazel's eyes widen as Sasha runs past her and launches herself at the mysterious woman. Oh, okay. Before attack can connect, the woman raises her shield and uses it to knock Sasha's sword aside. Then, using the sword in her other hand, the The woman hits Sasha on the head using the pommel of her sword. Okay. that was a drop. Sasha crumbles to the ground instantly and falls down the short set of stairs. She doesn't get up. Sasha! Hazel takes a step towards the assassin, but is immediately ordered to stop. Stay where you are! Hazel bites her bottom lips nervously. All she can do is watch in horror as the woman descends the step and checks Sasha's pulse. Still alive. How unlucky for you. The woman turns her attention to Hazel. Now, are you going to get into your cage or on your own? Or do I need to knock some sense into you too? I'm sorry. I mean, you're cute and I would like to have a pretty decent coffee with you. Coffee with you. Even though I prefer tea. But some peppermint tea, you know, and a little bit of coffee for you if you like. And, but I cannot do that. I'm sorry. It was foolish to defy this woman. Hazel was perfectly aware of that. But going back to that cage meant accepting her fate as a prisoner. She'd be stuck here, perhaps forever. No matter how small the chance for her freedom was, she had to fight for it. Yeah, girl! That in mind, she concentrated with all her might, trying to overpower whatsoever forces in this place were preventing her from using her magic. She felt something stir in her and projected it outward, managing to cast a feeble dark bolt. Take this! Oh, shit! No! I didn't. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I wanted to befriend her. God damn it. I'm sincerely sorry. Oh, shit. I should have saved. Yeah. God damn it. Oh, fuck.
What a fuck. Yes! Yes! Jump! God fucking...
Well, that is that. Yep, that is that. I screwed up. I'm so sorry. I wanted to befriend her. Freaking shit. Well, what is done, I guess. The woman simply lifted her shield and blocked it. The spell fizzled out slightly against its surface. Hazel was too tired to do anything else. All that effort had amounted to nothing. Well, oh, okay, that's a close-up. Hello? In one smooth, swift motion, the blonde closed the distance between the two of them and pinned Hazel to the wall. Their faces were only a few inches apart as Hazel stared at the Paladin with a mixture of fear and surprise in her eyes. Now, miss, would you please return to your cell? Hazel is frozen in place, so the Paladin is forced to nudge her back into her cage. Once that's done, she locks Hazel inside. Oh, she's a Paladin. Okay. Well, she's a beautiful Paladin, got to say. I can tell you whatever you want, miss. Whatever you want. It's then that she turns her attention to the dead guard next to Sasha's cell. The Paladin walks over to the guard and looks down at him in disgust. She pauses for a moment and then spits on his corpse. Okay, whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting that. He deserves it. Oh, we all agree on that then. This is great. Hazel can't believe that what she's seeing. What in Aravons was going on? I was never able to get enough proof, but I've been told that he was abusing our female prisoners. The way they looked at him whenever he passed their cells was enough to tell me it was true. I won't be shedding any tears over this piece of shit. His name and miserable existence will be forgotten, as it should be for all who abuse their power in such a despicable way. Yes and yes, madam. So, Hazel's eyes narrow. She doesn't disagree, but she can't help but be angered by the hypocrisy. You don't think you abuse your power? You may not rape prisoners, but you and your kind do torture them. The woman turns her attention back towards Hazel. What we do is for a greater purpose. What he did was for his own self-interest. Hazel continues glaring at her. Sure. If that helps you sleep at night, ma'am, that's great for you. My name is Tori, by the way. I am the shield maiden of the Templar Order of Truth. Hazel wasn't someone who puts her faith in the gods, but she had heard about the Order of Truth before. If there was one god, or rather goddess, that she actually felt some kind of connection to, it was Irijo, the goddess of truth. It's rather ironic that these gods are the ones you mortals worship. I am the one you face when you die, and yet almost nobody knows I even exist. It's not fair. Not fair at all. I don't understand. The disciples of truth are monks, but you're a paladin, aren't you? I am, but before that, I was a disciple of truth. I eventually decided to move away from the temple at Mount Kronos and found my own order. That bit of information shocks Hazel. Founding a Templar order was something only somebody powerful could do. If Tori was someone like that, why was she here? Surely they could have sent someone less important for a job like this. Wipe that stupid look from your face. Grimoire and a number of other cities from the former empire sought my aid regarding the matter of you witches. Oh, okay, that's why. I promised them I'd take care of it, and I intend to keep my promise. Tomorrow, you'll tell me everything you know. But I know nothing. We haven't even begun the interrogation yet, and you're already lying to me. Please. Tori starts walking away from Hazel and starts heading towards Sasha's unconscious body. I mean, I gotta say something. The view, the draw, was it necessary? I mean, she's good. She's perfect. Body and all. But damn. Wait! What now? I'm tired after a long trip. All I want to do is take a hot bath and sleep. Can we sleep with you? I mean, it's just, you have better view of us and stuff like that, you know? My magic, why does it work anymore? You're dying to know, aren't you? Of course I am. At first, I thought it was just because I was weak. But now, I know that you did something to this place, or you did something to me. That was a scarier thought than the one she'd held previously. What if whatever Tori had done was permanent? I can't use my magic full anymore. It'd be suicide to try and hold a witch without taking certain precautions. After a few of your kind managed to escape from prison using their magic, we came up with better ways to contain you. Or rather, I did. Hazel picked up a sense of pride in what Tori was saying. Despite that, Tori had still been smart enough to avoid telling Hazel exactly how she's done it. Hazel wasn't going to get a proper answer to her question. Magic had always been Hazel's go-to method of dealing with problems, but there were still things she could do without it. It wouldn't hurt to try being charming. I see. You must be quite the asset of Grimoire then. I can see why they put you in charge of this place, whatever this place is. Nice try, but I won't be telling you anything else. Information is power, and I refuse to give you any power. Tori lifts Sasha's unconscious form and carries her over to her cage. Her movements are surprisingly careful, which catches Hazel off guard. If anything, she would have expected Tori to spare the effort and drag Sasha into the cage. The unexpected decency makes Hazel question her current assessment of the Paladin. And I cannot save, obviously. God damn it. Shit. They know I would have saved it. They know it. So what do? I know I said that I don't want to be romance with her yet. Kind of the second, but I think we can be romance with both. So yeah, let's be romance, baby, romance. You look different. Different? Tori actually looks at her, Hazel, confused by her statement. I mean, I just didn't expect someone like you. Tori taps her toe impatiently. Get to the point. You know, someone muscular and, woman? Yeah, such a muscular and beautiful woman. Woo! My voice just went off. Sorry. Woo! We are getting points. Yes. For a brief second, Tori looks a little surprised. This time, Tori doesn't reply to Hazel. She leaves the room, carrying the dead body out of the room with ease, almost as if he didn't weigh anything at all. Now, Hazel. Why are you looking at Tori that way as she goes up the stairs? Don't tell me that you've already become smitten with your own Inquisitor. That'd be very foolish. Of course, it'd be interesting as well. What an unexpected twist. I think I might be starting to like this story. So do I. So, Hazel, were you telling the truth when you said you didn't know anything, or was it all an act? I still don't quite understand why Tori considered you so important, but I am eager to find out. And on this note, we are stopping. We'll come back next time. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the fact that we are now introduced to the two main love interests, Sasha and Tori. And Hazel herself is quite interesting. So the choices and conversation are very much interesting. The action of Sasha previously was, wow, surprising as hell. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to it. To the next step, what will happen? The Paladin is a woman and is Tori. She seems like a nice, decent person. I mean, she's treating us nicely. She's not what I would have expected, definitely. So I'll see you in the next one, guys and girls. So I'll see you in the next one, guys and girls. Take care, peace and love.